careful. And also booking your ticket, you must know who you are.
Honestly. Is it all about being careful? It's not all about being careful. I saw a communique that was published where IPOB alleged that Nigerian government are abducting our people at the entrance of the airport and also those that are traveling out.
Yeah.
There is a big exposition we have to do about that, because late last year, there was a communique that was released by IPOB telling that Ijele is the one
and
that has volunteered himself to identify and to tender names of IPOBs to Nigerian government and even to stand and identify. So when I saw that communique now, I said, this is time to go and look for that publication. So maybe tomorrow or next, we will do a big exposition for that so that everybody can be able to understand where our problems are coming from. Like Martin Amdekanu said, we are facing a very formidable
serious arrest of enemy,
both within and without.
Absolutely.
And we have mountains to be able to overcome. So the enemies within are more than what we even have without.
I'm telling you.
The messages are coming out from within to the without. So we need to continue to clean the house. We need to continue to clean the house. Mercy Gaddafi, is your mic okay? Please, you can shame this your mic and your network today, because whenever Biafra see you in the studio, they laugh because your microphone is always disgracing you.
Good morning,
Gaddafi, show your face, man. You know the king once in a while.
For the first time, when microphone they work well. Hey,
they work. He want do king once in a while this time around.
Off the mic.
Okay, carry on. Your mic is clear. Biafrans are listening to you.
Fellow Biafrans, I thank you all. And I'm glad to join you once again to do those things we know how to do.
Yes,
you know, talking to our people is what we have come on earth to do. Guiding them, telling them the right way to follow. I am still your brother Gaddafi, the only one called Gaddafi. We know the two. The other ones are dead. So, Biafran people, I want you to hit the share button. Share this program. Share it. Anywhere you are, hit and share. Don't be stingy. Don't be P2B. According to Reverend Father Mbaka. Don't be P2B. Don't be stingy. Don't be stingy. Share it so that your brothers and sisters will follow you here. The good news we are bringing for you. One thing I must reassure you that, one, no election in Biafra land. Two, Biafra land must not be taken. No inch of our land will be taken from us. We will defend our land to the teeth. The D-Day will soon come. We will defend the land, air, land, and sea. That's one thing I know. That's one thing I'm double sure of. Don't be afraid. I want you to pray for Simon Egba. Support him, because he is cooking a delicious meal for us to eat. So what I want to say is, Biafran people, fear not. The battle that are ahead of us, we already know that we are fighting Pakistan, we are fighting Turkey, we are fighting Britain, we are fighting Saudi. We know all those ones. Even Egypt, we know all those ones.
And
but
France.
We are not afraid. We are not afraid. We are not afraid. The sons of the prophet, the servant of the prophet was afraid, because it was a time like this during that olden days. He said, Master, alas, he said, they've surrounded all of us. The master laughed, like Simon used to laugh at you, most of us. The prophet did only one thing. He said, oh God, open his eyes to see. And God had that prayer instanta and opened the eyes of his servant. The guy look at the whole mountain, the angels surround the whole mountain. And now understand that those that are for them are greater than them that are against them. So the only thing I have to say is you people's eyes should be open to see that the angels of the Lord that are standing for Biafra are greater than our enemy. And very soon, the eagles of Biafra will be on the air. I am telling you, the eagles of Biafra will be on the air. So it is where, my Biafran people, fear not. I am telling you, fear not. I am telling you, be not dismayed. Be courageous. The Lord that parted the Red Sea is with us, and multitude is behind us. That prophecy of Igila is real. The wild animal that's behind the Biafra are now turning to lion, the puppy, and now growing wings. Some of them are flying. Some of the dragon has 7 heads who are fighting for us. Thank you, Biafran people. Fear not. That's what I want to tell you. Above all, support Simon, support media team. Forget those ones that are ranting in their various group. That's how wicked some of us are that are standing against Biafran struggle. In their mouth, they say, all hail Biafra. In their hearts, they are worse than devil. So thank you, my people. Thank you, Mazi Okoronkwo. Thank you, Sonny Akrawa. I don't know. There's somebody that is here. I'm not.
My name is Okoronkwo. No, Okoronkwo. Why you go put that Okoronkwo for inside my name now?
Gaddafi, no one spoil person name you. Thank you for your comment. Thank you. Glory Oku.
Somebody say make you correct her name. Glory at the best for you.
And now they talk. So Glory Oku, thank you for being here with us. Sorry if I don't call your name, but I call him. Maybe my voice was low then.
You know, because of your accent, when you say Gloria Oku, they use Akwa Ibom accent. So she can't say they say Hanana Gloria Ogu or something.
Okay.
Let's move. Gloria, right. Make you have mercy.
I may have mercy, you.
Our big sister.
Make una see how Boko Haram and Miyetti Allah they kill people, but yet they carry people go ICC. I don't ever see this kind of juju before.
Pure juju. Miyetti Allah drags Autumn to ICC for seizing 25,000 cows. I said, this Autumn is trying.
Hey, the fear of the security forces of Autumn is the beginning of wisdom.
Yeah.
Mazak Barawa.
Yes, so
you remember what is happening through Asare and all the rest forming a Bubako. You know, there was a time Miyetti Allah proposed to form the group all 36 states. Our leader and us, we disagreed to that. And anywhere you beef up your security, the Miyetti Allah, who is number 4 deadly terrorist group in the whole world, they will start raising dust against it. And let me tell you, categorically, I'm telling you this. Miyetti Allah is being funded with the crude oil from our place. They are being given oil allocation, crude oil allocation. Miyetti Allah. Miyetti Allah is being awarded contracts. That's how they raise money to fund terrorism in Nigeria. This is pure report I'm giving to you. I have evidence. There is a particular local government in Ebonyi State. There is a healthcare center there. The people that build that healthcare center, the contractor is called Miyetti Allah. There are other projects they are handling on behalf of the federal government. Can you see how this evil entity called Zoo, the evil forest, are funding terrorism in our land? They give themselves crude oil allocation, fund the terrorism. That is what they do. So as the Governor Autumn beef up his security, you can see how they are crying. So they never drag Fulani herdsmen, they were slaughtering people in Benue State to ICC. They never dragged them to the place. Now, because he beefed up his security, they want to drag him to ICC. I don't blame them, because ICC, the man is in charge of ICC, came to Nigeria. Ghana must come. So come to his office and he will entertain it. You know, there are sometimes you will go to call police. Police is supposed to arrest you because they don't say you who is coming to call police are the criminal they have been looking for. So I don't know why they will go to ICC. Well, ICC will not arrest them there. That will show you the corruption that is in all over. So I'm telling you how they are funding terrorism in Nigeria. From the first day that Buhari did the open gates, free gates to all Fulanis all over Senegambia, all over West Africa, to gather in Nigeria is the day that sleep left Nigerians people's eyes. If you can remember when Buhari did a free gates, that is when he take away sleep from our eyes. That is when he turned Nigeria to a killing field. But he forgot that Igbo, the Biafran, had never been nobody has conquered us in a war, and they never conquer us. That's what they forgot. You see what they are doing to Autumn, because he has discovered the secret, and he tried to block the secret. They are after him. Eastern Security Network, we discovered the way to stop them. Our leader created Eastern Security Network, and the whole arsenal of Nigerian security forces, they let loose against Eastern Security Network. And let me begin to ask these people that are gallivanting everywhere, election this, election that, who among these politicians has opened up to speak against the killings, the massacre that the people are going through, the burning of our communities? Who? Please, I want to know. Let our viewers, or let them call us on phone and tell us who they know as a politician who has called to condemn what the Nigerian states are doing. Thank you.
Thank you. Barawasane, I think Gaddafi has spoken very well, very powerful. So what we do now is, I think my spirit is telling me that our viewers here today, you have to set up telephone. But by then we have to treat the issue of Ojo Zokano, which the people are expecting us here. Then you open the line. Our people has to put their mouth into this issue. We are also not going to. We'll be here to listen from what they're going to also tell us. Thank you.
Yes, Mazi, thank you. I was trying to look for a memorandum of understanding which was signed by Miyetti Allah, the Southern governors, and the Nigerian government. What did this MOU imply? This MOU implied that our governors will give them land. And then, in turn, they will come back to fund their political campaign. At the end of the day, they will install a Fulani emir. And then they will start by dominating our lands. That is how you get to see what is happening. From what Gaddafi said, that is how the open connotes. Maybe in our next broadcast, because I was looking for that memorandum of understanding. I can't find it now in the PC. So, it is very appalling for you to see that Miyetti Allah that has been killing people, and we see it everywhere, are the people that still have power to say they want to take Autumn to ICC. ICC. ICC.
That was madness.
There is a post I saw here, please. Sorry to interrupt you a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Somebody put, I don't know whether I say na Capo again na in name. He said, lot of laugh. Nelly said Gaddafi knows about his naked picture. How foolish. I don't know anything, no. Thank you. I just want to answer to that person.
Yeah,
I don't know anything.
You don't answer and make you shift those people. You do. They have crossed. Idu is no longer in Biafra land. Idu is now in Kaduna. So
we have crossed the Rubicon.
You do has flyover. Now it's in Kaduna, so let them put their flag there.
You people should not try to drag us backward. We are here for
Gaddafi. There are two ladies. There are two ladies here telling themselves, "I love you, my sister. I love you." How can two women be telling you need to Chechi and the Glory? They tell themselves, "I love you, I love you." How can two women be loving each other? I'm going to explain. Let's move.
Let me explain. It is very good because it depends on your own mind. They have a good mind to express how they feel.
My mind is clean. No.
Anyway, you have a corrupt mind.
That means a good mind, no clean. Go and wash your mind.
You don't know whether they will explain now. You go see, say they know each other or something happened. That's why I say explain. All right, let's go.
The same way. Okay. The same way they ask you now when you just explain Gaddafi.
I don't do anything.
Autopilot on the weekend.
Okay. Hey. Miyetti Allah disclosed that it had filed a suit against Benue State Governor Samuel Otom before the International Criminal Court (ICC) for allegedly seizing 25,000 cows belonging to its members. They want ICC to intervene in the detention of 4,000 Fulani headsmen who violated the Benue State Open Grazing Prohibition and Ranches Establishment Law of 2017. Can you see the ignorance? They understand that there is a law which they have violated, but yet they are still coming out to say you're taking this man to ICC. Right?
Incredible. Incredible. Breaking. Buhari got mixed up at where?
Now, when a police DPO is abducted in a country, and this is a country that we claim that everything is okay, a police DPO is abducted by terrorists, and then the terrorists collect money, and then they pay money before they release the DPO. Which person can they save for this country again? Who can they save for the country again? Terrorists free abducted police DPO in Sampara after payment of ransom. This is one Nigeria. Hey! People where they shout obedient 2023, please, where will they go? Because it's like that when are obedient, it no be obedient, now madness. They don't lose on our brain cells. Now know they think well. A DPO of a country, a DPO, oh, this is in the tire mill. DPO, who will now go to rescue people when they kidnap them? If a DPO is already kidnapped, and DPO also have to pay ransom to be able to release himself. Someone said, is Simon coming live today? Yeah, he's coming live. When he comes live, we will join you guys. Let us go to obedience, because obedience is a disgrace. I see somebody writing something in the comment section. We want you people to explain to us now. For you that is writing something in the comment section, explain to us how Obedient organized a rally for obedience, and then Obedient was not there to sit on the seat. Mazi Okonkwo, Gaddafi, are you there? Please, how will you explain a situation whereby chairs are prepared for people, and then they use photo to signify the person that sits on this chair, but the person himself is not alive to sit down there on the chair? No, you do be that.
Can you hear me?
Yes, you're coming out clear. Go on.
Good. You know, that one now, what we call photo, European marriage, according to our leader. And two, Obedient organized rally for Obedient. And Obedient was not at presence. It became disobedient inside Obedience. Hello? It is called disobedient. It is called disobedient inside Obedient. That to tell you, he sent those people to go and die. Let's assume not death. Let's assume it is death. Then do zombies die the way they die at Lekki Toll Gate? And let me tell you, Nigeria is in coma. Nigeria as a state are in coma. And when they killed Nigeria was when they shot people that were singing national anthem with their Nigerian flag. That's when Nigeria died. You can see, even from their chair, you can see red and green.
Okay.
Their chair signify death or life. That is what they put on top of that place. That's why Obi, who organized for obedience, and Obi disappear, which turned to disobedient. Because Obi look at the red, you see that there is danger. They use that, you see that chair was giving Obi a signal. That was a signal. That red there signified that do not come. Coasts are not clear. That's why you see the red there. So that green where you see there is Nigeria. Nigeria is already dying. So don't die, join Nigeria. But what I want to say is that they just want to test our Rosalie, how mad we are. They just want to test us, but no wahala. There are things we don't say. We watch and we watch them. One thing I'm praying is that the same Nigerian state who is perpetrating all this evil, we still organize people that will kill them to blackmail us. And we are not afraid of their blackmailers. So they should go on, they should continue. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mazo Konkwa, please put your line on so that people that want to call in, they can start calling in as we move on. And inside the matter where we say terrorists kidnapped police DPO in Zamfara, and then DPO had to pay ransom to terrorists before they could release him. Inside Kogi State now, police now are also protesting for failure of salary payment over 10 years. Yet the same DPO, the same police, was kidnapped and he had to pay before he could be released. Hey, one Nigeria. Oh.
Nigeria, yeah? I'm putting my line.
Okay. I have a different ideology on this red and green. I will say this red here actually, because Nigeria is all about danger. Nigeria means kill, destroy, maim, massacre, take people's life, kidnap, because that is the mindset of the dangerous diversity that you find in the brain cells of a Fulani man. The terrorists that rules one Nigeria, that is their own pattern of ruling. You kill to dominate, you destroy to take over, you kill to send a message, you kill to even give an order, you kill to control. So looking at the danger here alone, you see here red, you see here green. Why was this red chair not given to Obi? Why was the green chair given to Obi? Why was the red chair given to the Fulani man? The red chair was given to this Fulani man for you to understand that this is the main person, this Fulani, that will be ruling one Nigeria.
Of course, this is
give you people the power.
Yeah. It's a kind of, when you say letter G and the red can be, I would say, interwove to be the same kind of I would say meaning, because what it shows here is he is in power. he's the one who is controlling, why this one will be sent to be claiming to be making peace. So the red here is, I would say, the one in power. Although he's in power, but the red also still stands for danger, means Nigeria is in dangerous situation now.
That is why I said danger follows, because one Nigeria means kill, maim, destroy, yes, which encompasses danger. Now, there is another significance of why they gave Obi green, and then they gave this red chair to sit on. The red chair now be the control of power.
Absolutely.
Now be the control of power. There was an interview this man granted on whether Channel Television or Arise Television. They asked him what is his dream or mandate when he enters office. He said he wants to see one Nigeria where the farmers in Kogi will move from the bush to Zamfara. The ones in Zamfara will move from the bush to the east. The ones in the east will move from the bush to the west. So what that tells you? That is the same mindset of the...
Abarawa, can you post the number from the comment section, from private comment section, please? Thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to post it now. That is the same mindset and mandate of the terrorists taking over and the grazing route, which is their mandate. So, if they did not give Obi the red chair to Sudan, don't be surprised. Now, the person where they in power, because when you hear him talk, and hear him give comment on TV, you will understand that this is actually the person that is to be the head. If the two of them were
the man on the green is the wheelbarrow pusher. Is the wheelbarrow pusher. So the man on the red is the one who owns the goose. So wheelbarrow pusher, he is the effort. The share becomes the fulcrum. So now he is working for this man on the red indirectly, but our people, you have to be a little bit spiritual for you to understand what's going on here. For everything speaks. It's like when you are driving. As a driver, you must understand that everything on the road talks. Many of you who are driving here, you could understand me. So this red here simply means that this man on the green has nothing to show. This man on the red has every authority to decide for him. So this one, where they for green as zombie. All right. So that's what you must understand. And God is using different, I could say, characters and colors to teach you and to show you what's going on. Yeah, it's like in CBD. If you can decode in CBD, you can also understand when colors are talking and the signs and symbols are talking. So that's what it means here.
I hope people understand. Now, even the youth that have been out of school for more than 6 months now are the same people that you saw that were running after and shouting obedient, obedient, obedient. Is that not wasted lives or wasted generations? Or is it that when Nigeria happens to you, it turns your brains upside down and you think like zombie? Because I can't imagine people that are out of schools. They are the same people which the governors and the rulers say they cannot go and borrow money to take care of their ASU strike, but they can borrow money to do political campaign, and they will come and pay them one bags of rice, one leg of chicken and goat, 500, 1,000. Then they tell them go and do political campaign for us. That means there is a clear reason why they don't want the ASU strike to stop, so that they will see that the student and the youth will become vulnerable for them to use for every political campaign. Sure.
Yeah, since Umahi can come out and tell you that going to secondary school, you don't need it. But his children is Oxford and Harvard and also Canada. But Umahi, sometimes he came up and said that even going to high institution, that's the way he put it. I'm not just, I didn't remember anymore, but I remember what he said. Now, a whole governor whose children is in the best school outside the country is telling you that even you don't need the education. Many of you are familiar with that video. In case if you have it, you can just bring it here and let's play it. We have a lot to do. Thank you so much, Abarawa. So let's move because people will call in. We will also have to give their own opinion on everything we discussed today. The lines will be soon open. You can call in, WhatsApp or Telegram. We're here. But we're not hearing you.
Sorry. Let's go to Peter. Ojus Okalu. Let's go to Ojus Okalu.
Yeah.
Because that is where the hunger of today actually lies. After Ojus Okalu, then we will go to Enugu community. Where is the video of Ojus Okalu? Video come out now. Video one run. No.
You know, we'll catch her. We'll be autopilot.
Yes, this video one run.
Our flight no get. Let the fear go slow.
Okay. We have it here. Where you did show your face.
Show your head.
Show your face.
Oh,
show your face. Let's remove obedience. Let's enlarge this one.
Gloria, no be even car safe. They borrow money to buy Tucano bandits there. This is a free for now. When I want here say buy Tucano.
Let's make this one to be larger for us. Gaddafi, in network don't kick him through away.
He will soon come back.
Okay, Umuchineke, make una listen to waiting this man want for me. He said ahead of everything here is ahead of 2023 elections.
Yes, sir.
And with the announcement that we have made to tell them that we are ready for them, they now say Buhari will surprise us in days. Aircraft are coming.
With the aircraft.
Let's listen to what they are going to permit.
That what is happening in Abia is not acceptable. Hallelujah. When we go to the bush, we'll come the bush. You don't have some local government. We'll come the bush in Aruchuku local government. And we'll come the bush in Bend local government. I'm warning, we'll come the bush. I'm warning everybody. Do not allow your children to live in the bush. Anything they see in the bush, they will do.
Tucano is
do not say anything. It's gone. I'm telling you. I'm warning our people. From now till the next 4 months, anything the security see in the bush is gone. Do not live in the bush. Do not keep your people in the bush. Do not put your children in the bush. Just go to your farm and go. And if that COVID is going to be a midnight affair. We'll come the bush and remove everything. We'll come with the Nigerian Air Force, we'll come with the Nigerian Army. We'll come with everybody. And we will see the power of God. We want peace here. We want our business to continue.
Yes.
The Igbos are losing 25 billion every day. We close our businesses every day, and they cannot continue.
Amen.
I hope I'm still the governor of Abia State, but I'm not the governor. But God will touch. I'm going to be having a meeting with the governor next week to make sure that we reposition the state and cooperate with the federal government of Nigeria so that we can live in peace.
Yes.
Peace is more important than anything.
Yes, sir.
We need peace.
Yes, sir.
We need our people to be one. We need the business of our people to move on. We need people like Eto to invest here.
African leaders.
He's investing in Lagos.
And international bodies listening to him.
My friend Ken is investing in Lagos and Abuja. These are all Munochi people here. Because there is no unity. Please. I love the Igbos. When I was governor, you know where I stand. Yeah. I stand very firmly with Igbos. I can never leave the Igbos. That's true. But I'm a Nigerian. Yes. I'm an Igbo man. Yes. Because if I'm not an Igbo man, I cannot be a Nigerian. Yeah. If I'm not an Igbo man, I cannot come from Abia. Yeah. I'm from Abia, and I'm Igbo man, and I'm a Nigerian. President Buhari will support you. What you are doing to leave the bush, or will come to the bush. Anything we see in the bush, we will kill. That is the truth. Because we have disturbed the president so much that there's insecurity. The aircraft will come here, everything will come here between November and everything. I can't say the time. Yes. But it will be a surprise raid. So those people leading the bush should leave the bush. Yeah. All parts of Abia will come with. Now get a good job. They should go and get a good job. We can still make money. The overall war, they are hungry. The problem we are having in Nigeria, we are having in the United States. We are having in Tunisia, we are having in Togo, we are having in Benin, we are having in Britain, we are having in Turkey, we have everywhere. There's a problem everywhere.
Abadawa.
I allowed the video to play all through so that if somebody wants to cut it out later, the person can cut it out.
Yeah.
Now, can you imagine Ojus or Kalu saying they will bring to Kano to come and kill their own people? And then the rest of them were clapping for him. They said they have been talking to Buhari to give them to Kano, to bring weapons so that they can comb the bush. And they are clapping.
They celebrate.
They are here clapping. While they are here clapping and rejoicing for bringing army and terrorists to come and kill their own people. See what is happening in another place. Because our problems are not very far. How Nigerian military personnel sacked Abia communities, abducted several residents, and burnt 15 corpses. Do people understand what is happening? But the leaders that we have are the people sitting down and making caricature of their own people, planning to go and bring more of these people to come and kill their people. My message to Ojus Okalu is that this video has awakened Biafrans,
of course,
from putting him off the spotlight. Because of this video now, Biafrans have put him in the spotlight, and we are going to follow him up.
We are following Ojus Okalu from henceforth.
You bring people to kill our innocent Biafrans or any Biafran killed, we will look for you.
Looters.
US president said, it doesn't matter how many years you keep running away, for as far as you have a hand in hurting the American people, we will hunt you down. It doesn't matter where you are and how many years it will take us. So, Ojus Okalu should understand that his threat to the Biafran people have been heard, and the message has been well delivered, and the Biafran people are lying in wait for him. And whatever happens in Biafra land, we know who to hold responsible. Now that he has openly come up to tell us what is actually happening, that is the plan behind the scene, what they have been planning and how they had planned it long time ago. Now, while Ojus Okalu with his fellow kinsmen are happy to bring terrorists to come and kill his own people, this is what is happening in Jigawa State. Jigawa State shut down schools Because of what? Insecurity.
Fear of terror.
Because of terrorists. But what did you hear Ojus Okalu tell you with his kinsmen? They are going to go and bring aircraft, Super Tucano, to come and bomb Biafrans in their sleep. Because when you hear them say they want to go and comb the forest, they don't bring it to comb the forest. Who are you going to see in the forest? Is it ESN that are invisible in the forest? When you go to meet ESN, ESN will meet you. So when you want to look for ESN, go into the thick forest. And then you will understand that anything found in the bush becomes a bush meat. It's not a matter of you bring to Kano, you come and start bombing the community and kill people. That very communique that I just showed before, how Nigerian military personnel sacked Abia communities, abducted several residents, burnt 15 corpses. Are they talking about it? No, they are not talking about it. They are not talking about it. And this happened where? This happened in Oapia, and Amaku and Amanku. Abducted 15 people and burned them alive. Did you hear these governors that stood here talking? Did you see them say anything about that? They don't talk about the evil that is happening. They are only trying to multiply the carnage for you to bring more terror to your life. These are schools in Zamfara shut down because terrorists are killing people and they want to tackle the menace. But these ones that you have, they want to go and bring more to come and kill you, which is part of the secret agenda that they had. Has it stopped there? That was where? That was Jigawa State, right? Now, here in Nasarawa State, schools have also been shut down because of what? Terrorist attack. Nasarawa State shut down schools because of terrorists. Kaduna also ordered the shutdown of schools because of what? Terrorists. Now, have you seen the governors of this state and the rulers come out and say they want to bring army or Air Force or Miyetti Allah to come and start killing the people? No! But what did you see here? What you saw here is that the one we had called our own are the people going to bring Air Force, Navy, Army, whatever they call it, to come and kill their own people. And they are telling you, kodo, that aircrafts are coming, Tucano are coming. And they tell you, Buhari will surprise you in days. Imagine the boldness. Imagine the boldness. Master Okonkwo, you can comment on the video now.
Yeah, Sonny, thank you so much. It's a wonderful day. People have been demanding that we should treat this video. My sister here, Gloria, she pays more concern on this video, and all Nigeria, and especially the Igbos, pays concern on this speech of this criminal, Ojus Okalo. He has forgotten he's a prisoner. One of the things that I don't know is the system of the Africa. We are in Europe, where we live. A criminal like this has nothing to do with, I could say, you are already a criminal because Ojus Okalo is under bail, So I don't think he's supposed to open too much mouth to begin to say some things. And I want Biafrans to also know that this kind of human being, that we must be careful on how we listen to them. Don't take him for granted. Because you know why I say don't take them for granted? This man have declared to you what he is vomiting out is what he represents. Ojus Okalo, let me take I could say some initiative or thought from my brother King P. Pop something. He said there is a secret between Ojus Okalo and Nigeria, and also the the NESO or something, the NESCO one says here on the comment section, he said, Nigeria will surely come for Ojus or Carlos. So that's why it's good for us to look into our comment to know those who are making sense. So this my brother here, King P, make a serious, I could say, he is trying to unfold where this man is coming from. King P, he's trying to unfold where this man is coming from. Ojus Okano have told you, and remember when he was speaking, he is really fighting with his identity. First, he started with, I am a Nigerian, I'm Biafra, and at the same time, I'm an Igbo. You know, he don't even know where he is coming from, or of course, he's hiding his identity, and of course, we know that he's a blood of the North, which everybody knows here. When you see him, you know where he's coming from. Ojus Okano, what is different with you and General Babangida? Ask and he will tell. So that is what we're here to expose. When the blood of evil, you see, you cannot change the blood. The blood has a tape recorder. That's why they say the blood will be on their head and head. See, this man is telling you that this man, this Ojus Okano here, is a caliphate already been planted long time ago in the history of Nigeria to use him and one other one in Imo State to do the same thing. And if you look them, they look alike, the same height, the same mind, the same criminal, the same people as you see them here. They are the ones the Janjaweed has been planted long time ago to carry out this Fulanization, because Ojus Okano, you see, is not a Christian, and of course is also not an Igbo man. All these our governors and I could say Southeast politicians, when you check them very well, they have a blood of the Fulanis inside them. Some of them, you know, but I don't know, I think we are going also to this Enugu play, blah, blah, something where it's our Miyetti Allah combination. They are the same thing. Those people that we're going to talk about later that are killing people in Enugu now, the same blood flow in them are in Ojus Okano. So you should not take it for granted. That's why we're calling all Biafrans to come together for us to make sure that this kind of people, that we block them, that we block these people, because Ojus Okano, look at what he's saying. And also he is still posing himself to be one of the people that people will come to campaign tomorrow. These are criminals in Europe that can't even near an airport, or I could say where bank place, or where, you know, a government place. These kind of criminals. If it is in Europe, people like Ojus Okano, these are looters. You know, he is also on bail, but he's still opening his mouth. And the Biafrans must understand that these are the enemies in the house. David said, if it is an outsider, I would have known how to arrange myself, but it was my own people. There was a clip I played one day from a man from East Africa that I love him so much, was counting all the whole, I could say, freedom fighters, and those who destroyed them were their own people. Just like Ojus Okano. His hand is also, this man's hand is also in the rendition of our leader, Mazinan Kano. But at the end of every race, you understand. So Biafra, we should not be afraid of these people. If we like, let them go and gather all the whole armies of this world. What happened in the Bible is about to take place. And everything you see that is happening here right now will turn for our good. Thousands shall fall on our right and 1,000 on our left. But the Bible said that only with our eyes that we shall see the reward of the wicked. The same Bible also say in the book of Psalm 144, if you're reading there, it said, blessed be the Lord our God, who have trained our hand for war and our fingernails for battle. So we don't fear nothing. The same God also who helped Jehoshaphat is going to help us to drag this Ojus Okano out and all the rest of them that are polluting our land. And Biafra, you must understand these kind of things, we must not take it lightly. Everybody must shook mouth, and we know Ohanezendi will not say anything that Ojus Okano has said, that everything in the bush, and also he said anything in the bush, and at the same time also he said you can go to farm. How can you say anything in the bush? At the same time you say only if you want to go to farm. How will your Fulani terrorist army on your Tokuna, whatever, or your whatever military jet you are going to use to bomb people, knows who went to farm to plant cassava or to do anything? Ojus Okano and the Fulani herdsmen, there is nothing different between them, because one of the things they do is now they want to use him to chase us out of our bush, because the Fulani men on the ground was not able to succeed. Now they will use Ojus Okano, then he will become an upper room herdsman, who Buhari, who is the real terrorist himself, whether dead or alive, is going to supply him with the super tokona to kill our people. But their end has come. Our leader said that I can't see how they make any Gaba Hanono. Biafrans, we must make sure that this kind of people like Ochus Okano is chased out of our country with immediate effect. And those of you that are voting him, you are all idiots. Those of you that are demanding Ochus Okano, all of you are mugus, because you will be special damnation. Thank you. God bless you.
Let me help you, Mazi. Let Biafrans watch this video so that they will understand more about this man.
When people talk about Ruga, Ruga is not an issue for anybody to be discussing. In 2001, I did a Ruga in Abia. Yes, it's true. In Lokbata, I built the whole cows were being sold in Umuahia and Aba. In 2001, when I became governor, I called the Hausa community and they called me. I said, Umuahia, Aba, we need to decongest because it's not a city. Where you have ShopRite in Umuahia today, it used to be cow settlement. If anybody knows that. The same thing with Aba. But I had an honest meeting with them. I said, I'm going to be providing you land. I'm going to be providing you water, electricity, everything. But this is where we are going to do. I collected 5 coastal buses. I said, bring your leaders. I'll join with some of your executives. We will go and see this land. If it's agreeable by all of us, I called the communities. We had meetings. And the communities say yes, allow them to come. Don't matter. And that is the biggest cow market in eastern, both south and southeast of Nigeria. It's the biggest cow market today.
He is very proud of his achievement, but it's not after the dangers that these people cause to the people of Abia State, the indigenous persons of the land. So he will always and happily be ready to make sure they clean the land so that the terrorists can come in. Now, let us play something else that will connote with the other video that he said he is one Nigeria, so that you people will understand how this thing is working together.
That our main objective is the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We are human beings. We have our...
Now the last volume be that too. Maybe I have to refresh. Let me refresh.
Yeah, refresh and you help the man. Don't speak English.
Yeah, let me refresh. Yes, we can hear you. Let me refresh, please. Let me refresh, please.
Go ahead.
Okay. Yes, and welcome back. Welcome back. Make una forgive us. I know say na technology be this, so when he run come out, we go drag and come back so that they go they show. Make we they see am.
That our main objective is the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We are human beings. We have our weaknesses. And I assure you that the patriotism in us is hard earned. We have gone through all the troubles from 15th of January 1966 to date. You know what I mean by this. We kill about 1 million of ourselves in order to keep this country together. I don't think there can be any practical experience more than that. We are Nigerians. God willing, we will remain Nigerians.
I think we now understand what Ojus Okalu meant when he said, they communicated to Buhari, and Buhari is coming to come and do their bidding.
Yeah.
Everybody should understand it now, because it's a network. Now, before we come to a final analysis of this, their video here, let us see something. so that people will really understand us from where we are coming from. Now, let it not skip your memory that if you should go to the north, you will not see this preference of how Northerners are killing their own people just to please the Easterners or the Southerners. It can never happen. Now, when you look at what is on the screen, this is Genesis chapter 37, verse 20. And this place reads, "Come on now, let's kill him and throw his body into one of the dry wells. We can say that a wild animal killed him. Then we will see what becomes of his dream." This was the plans of the caliphate with the enemies inside the family of IPOB and with the leaders and rulers of our lands in the eastern region of Nigeria. To do what? To make sure they capture Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they killed him, they throw his carcasses away, and then do what? They will now come to watch back and see how the dream of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu actualizing Biafra will come to be.
Yes.
That is why you see Ojus Okalu came out from this other angle and told you, we have been talking to Buhari and that Buhari is going to surprise us in days. Tukano is coming. Aircraft is coming to bomb our people.
Our land.
Kill. Hey.
While in the north, Boko Haram are savaging there.
Okay. He told that he is a Nigerian man, so he is proud to kill for one Nigeria. He is proud to destroy his own people for one Nigeria. You saw the video as he was bragging of how he set up the Ruga market for the Fulani terrorists in Abia State during his own time as a governor. And he's bragging over it every day, and he's very, very proud about that. So the plan of come now, let's kill him. This is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that they plan to kill here now. And then throw his body into one of the dry wells. We can say that a wild animal killed him. The way they would have said it if they had succeeded in killing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is that maybe the medical checkup that he went for, he died of medical grounds. Or maybe as they were beating him where they detained him for 10 or 9 days, at the end of the day, when he finally passed out, they will say he was attacked by unknown gunmen. And they just found his dead body somewhere dumped. Then they will come back and tell you this is their plight. Their plight and objective was, when we kill him, we will kill his ambition and dreams for the actualization of Biafra. Let us see how he is going to come up with his dreams. Let us see how he's going to actualize the dreams. But Chukwu Okike surprised them. And MNK is still waxing strong today. He's still alive. So the video of we are bringing to Kano to come and wipe people out is not a coincidence. If you look at this place, here, from this video as it was playing, you see many people inside here, all of them on the red cap. It is a meeting of the vultures.
Pure, evil people.
Vultures, evil bloodsuckers.
It's a coven. They're in the coven.
Kidnappers and people that extravagate human organs.
Yeah, these are the terrorists themselves. You're looking now.
Mazo Konkwa. There is one thing that there's one thing that Biafran people must know. Ojus is not a Biafran man. Ojus is not an Igbo man. Ojus is a son of IBB. Now, I've talked with a proof. The problem we have, kidnapping problem we have in the southeast, mostly in Abia State, were caused by Ojozo. Ojozo donated Lord Banta to his kinsmen, the Fulanis, because he's not a true son of Igbo. It's not. Ojozo doesn't have Igbo blood, maybe only through her mother, because the person that they claim to be Ojozo's father sell hanger, iron hanger in line 2, Ngwa Road Market, Aba.
Iri Papa.
The person that he called Iri Papa sell hanger in line 2, Ngwa Road Market, Aba. The man disowned him and said he is not his father.
Hey.
Now, let anybody prove me wrong to tell me when the man died, did Ojozo do the burial of the man? If anybody will watch, yes,
please. So I'm posting the invitation link to the studio on the comment section. So anyone that wants to join the studio to comment, you can click on the link.
You can click and join, yeah.
Continue, sir. You can call in from the numbers on the screen as well.
Yes, continue, you can call in also.
My name is this Gaddafi. I am saying that the man that we think he was real father that sell hanger in line 2 in Ayohoro, Ngwa Road Market told him that he is not his father, that at his death, if you try to say you want to do his burial, he will kill him. I want the people that are listening to my voice and come and confirm to us if Ojozo did his father's burial when he died. Did any of you hear that Ojozo did the burial of his father? The man was still alive when Ojozo was a governor. I am not certain the actual year that the man died. If not so, I will give you the date. And if I try to find out, I will get it. But, you know, his mother was a Rons woman, Ronson with IBB and Obasanjo. There's things, yeah.
Serious about why?
He was the only man, only woman that before you become a commissioner, you will go and peel melon for her. You will peel melon. You will peel melon for her. T.A. Oji peel melon. She used to slap T.A. Oji. The mother of Ibegusi. Yes, that I can speak of my own manufactured grammar. You must dance the melon. You must dance a melon.
Please hold on. We have a caller on the line. You okay. Finish and wait before Incredible finish. He's calling from the zoo. Mazi on the line. Welcome to the program. Go on. Their friends are listening to you.
What I want to add in at all, what's happening in our land is a very sad story. Very, very sad. Very, very sad. I'm at the state, EHO1 precisely. So, what is happening now is more nobody is happy, in fact. Honestly, nobody is happy. I cannot expect it's so unfortunate that these people are using our people to kill our people. Because what happening now out there, as I'm talking to you now, there is a breaking news out there. They are we do so just like use our river and border job. But certain places are used. So the thing is becoming so unbearable. And the problem we currently have is our own people. Most of our people, they will do more the politics because these people, they do not fly and know where people is. So the thing is becoming so unbearable. The problem we have is the Britain and our problem. The Fulani man is our problem. But our own major problem is our people. And we have a bad leadership. Our leaders are not representing us well. despite the insecurity in the north, I've never for one day hear that the Zulu governor from north have invited the army to come and kill their own people. What is wrong with our own people? I can't get on that. The thing is, it's becoming stronger. To be honest, we cannot continue this way. Everything we are losing people. Every blessed are losing people. Our land that used to be peaceful. All our leaders have to do is to go and invite people in India to come and kill our people. The so-called leaders have to none of them are for us. None of them. And the most problem we have now is when I see people clamoring for Peter, will be the same man that killed us when he was the governor of Anambra. I don't know. Maybe that is what I don't know if they spend on earth. I don't know if when someone wants most people breathe in, they forget about the past. Now they're money for people, they are forgetting our brother who has been suffering, making sure that the land is secure, that we still the enemy, that still the enemy camp. Now they are not doing anything, they are not saying anything our brother's life. Our problem we have is not even the first month of our problem. We would have find we all know that. But the major problem we have, the major problem we have is our leaders, our evil leaders. They are not even supposed to be called a leader. They are the slaves, according to Marx. That is what they are.
Mazi, thank you for your contribution. Thank you for your contribution. Because we have many people calling in. Thank you.
So like I was saying,
hold on. I appreciate the fact that the caller understands that the rulers we have in our lands are the problems that we have. Just like when MNK said, we are the ones delaying our freedom. Mazi Gaddafi, go on. Please,
yeah. So like
take it short because I want to bring something to the screen because the lines are open and people will be calling in.
All right. So like I was saying, so it is not just that caused the problem we are having today by giving Lokbanta to his kinsmen, because Oji is an Igbo man. Now, he has every right to say he's going to comb all our bush. But the only thing I want to ask is that, when was the date that he made that video? They should come and tell us the date. He should come and tell us the date he made this particular video. Thank you. One thing we must know, Biafran people, Oji is not our brother. They brought him, you know, the way his story. This is pure. Anybody from Abia State could call, or who knows the story can as well confirm it. The man told him, never you celebrate or say you are doing his father's burial, the one we call his father. The man rejected Oji. Even when Oji was a governor, he was selling iron hanger in that market till his death. So that is to tell you that Oji has been rejected right from home. The Oji's wife never touched her foot on Nigeria. Anytime the Oji's wife touched her foot on Nigeria, she started running mad. They were living, the woman ended her journey in Lagos, close to Ishola Onyekon close. That's where the woman stays whenever she comes to Nigeria. Any day the woman comes to Nigeria, see Ojo's mother, she will start running mad. This is a kind of useless human being that are causing problem in our land. Don't worry, but all I have to say is that anybody that say Biafra will not get hurt, his head will be on top of Biafra, and Biafra will get hurt. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Chelsea Jacobs, you said it's echoing. That should be from your end. So you can go out and come in again because it's not echoing from my end. and people from the comment section are not complaining of the echoing. So before we give audience to everyone that are coming in, please, this is the main topic of this broadcast. We cannot go without putting it on the screen because many people ask, please explain how can Enugu communities now have a joint task force with Miyetti Allah? Just like you see it, that is the way we have seen it too. So let us read through the communique. We saw this communique today. Today is 21. I want to see where the date is so that people can see the date. The date is not indicated here. It's today, this evening, that this communique just came out. All right, it's here. 21st August 2022. Then you look at what is here. Enugu communities, Miyetti Allah to tackle insecurity. So, in an effort to stop the continuous killings and destruction of properties by killer headsmen, the Eha Amafu communities in Isiosu, local government area of Enugu State, and the Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria have set up a joint task force to provide security in the area. Now, when you look at the beginning part of this paragraph, you will see how controversial it is. Look at it here. They say, in a bid to stop the continuous killing and destruction of property by killer headsmen. The killer headsmen as the same Miyetti Allah here that they say they are now forming a joint task force together with. These are the people that cause the problem. And these people that cause the problem, they are made up of these people. And you are now forming a task force with these same people again. Communities in this place, such as Mbuji and Agu Amedi, autonomous communities, have witnessed ferocious attacks ranging from kidnapping, killing, burning of property of locals by suspected killer headsmen. And they said the recent incidents were the kidnapping of 15 farmers in Mbuji and the killing of 2, with the kidnapping of 3 others in Agu Amede Autonomous Community in July. No fewer than 20 farm settlements in the 2 communities were also sacked and properties burnt. Now, addressing journalists after a closed-door meeting at the government house on Saturday, the chairman, Eha Amufu, and Fulani Communities Peace and Reconciliation Committee, Mr. Tony Ede, said the 2 sides had agreed to set up a joint task force tackle the incessant attack. Ede said the groups agreed to set aside their differences and continue to live together in peace. According to him, a committee with members from both sides was inaugurated and mandated to reconcile the 2 groups and work out a sustainable solution to the spat of insecurity in the area. The committee chairman said the groups had been able to find a lasting solution to the problems. He said the committee also agreed on a number of things on how to forestall such incidences that led to the mistrust between the pastoralists and their host community. We have agreed on a number of things on how to move forward and make sure that the conflict is resolved. It is better to follow peace, and we have all agreed that we will continue with peace. In no distant time, we will start the implementation of those necessary steps in order to continue to live together peacefully, Ede said. Also, the Anglican Bishop of Eha Amufu Diocese, Bishop Daniel Odinga, described the peace and reconciliation deal as a good one. Odinga said that it was good that both parties involved in the conflict met to resolve the issues. The meeting was a good one because the people involved in the conflict have come together to resolve the issues. We have agreed to start relating well and stop all the kidnap and attacks. It is for us now to articulate our point and meet the government to come in and be involved in settling the matter completely so that we will live in peace like before, Odinka said. Furthermore, a representative of the Fulani and Southeast Zonal Chairman, Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria, Alhaji Kidado Siddiqui, commended the process. Siddiqui said it was gratifying that the mutual suspicion between the herders and farmers of their host community had been laid to rest after they had killed countless numbers of people. They now want to dominate them to their own play. Our people were being suspected as the perpetrators of the series of kidnaps and attacks in the area. We in turn were suspecting members of the host community as being responsible. So we decided to come together to find out what is actually happening in that area so that we can agree on how to police the community and live together in peace. This is the communique that came out from the meeting that they had. And that is how we got this topic on this very broadcast, which is very, very appalling because we can't understand how the communities here are now putting their trust to Miyetti Allah. We don't really understand what is actually happening. But when Miyetti Allah will come back killing the people in this place, because this is still in line with the Ruga setting. This is still in line with the Ruga settings. So by the time you give your land to these people, the people in this community, because let me remind us something. In October 2021, Obioso told Pope Jesus Odema, if IPOB refuses to leave Imo State, deal with them. After 3 days, Pope Jesus Odema went and brought the Miyetti Allah and said Miyetti Allah is coming to join forces with the security operatives to tackle insecurity because they know how to fight insecurity the best. That is how you people have been seeing the escalation of the killings that is happening. They give them the army uniform they wear and then they go on as a Bubagu and the army, the navy, the police, and the air force and everything in that task force that you see all of them. The Miyetti Allah that was recruited, they are all in there. So this is how it all started. Our message to the Igwes and the chiefs in this community is that if you give your land to Miyetti Allah to take over, anything that happens to anybody in this place, and if they should even take ownership of any land there, you people will have yourselves to blame because you cannot entrust your lives in the hands of Miyetti Allah, because it is the same Miyetti Allah that created the killing spree. They created the killing spree, and then they now left you to become vulnerable because they know that the government you have alone will not come to your aid. So at the end of the day, you will now still go to run back to them. It's a kind of trap. Someone say, what is wrong with our people? The same thing that is wrong with these ones that you saw here is exactly what is wrong with our people in this community. So, Mazi Chelsea Jacobs, you can grab the mic now. Welcome to this broadcast. Biafrans are listening to you. There we go.
Good evening, everybody. Can you hear me?
Good evening. I thought it's Mazi. Na Umuada, welcome to this broadcast.
Good evening. Thank you for your effort and all the things you're doing. It's quite unfortunate that our people they have deteriorated to that level I don't really know. But somehow I might not blame the community people. I'm blaming the leaders of the community. It's just like there's one video played one time that one man was telling military how to go somewhere and capture IPOB people. I think those leaders, especially that man, is it Sam or whoever is called, that is a representative of the community, he must have collected money, just peanuts, and he sold his people. It's really, really unfortunate that at this time people value money more than life. But what I'm saying is just for the sake of those people and for the sake of Biafrans, because what the Fulanis are trying to do now, if they can capture that Enugu, because already Benue, most part of the Benue and most part of Kogi is captured. If they can capture that side of Enugu, since Imo State is on a tussle level now, that's where they will stand and spread because they are running out of time. So we shouldn't, the main thing is to particular. If there's a way they can get him, let him, he'll be judged of his actions. And ECN should sweep into action to see how they can nip this thing in bud before it becomes, before it escalates. The Fulanis are you looking for any means, every way to make sure that they capture Igbo land. Now they've captured the Hope of them, of Joseph Carlo. How he's bragging, how he's going to kill his own people, his village people. When I was listening to that, and I was like, is this real or is it a Nollywood film we are watching? Fulani has taken over Niger, Kaduna. Erufai said you cannot bombard them. They gave some frivolous reasons that on the process of bombarding them, you can kill the victims of the kidnap. Now you are going to bring Air Force, bring Tucano, bring everything to go and kill your people who did not do anything to you, who did not carry any arms, who did. In short, when I had this, I don't know how I was feeling. I think it's high time these politicians they start receiving. That's the only way out. Because if we should allow this man with what Hope Uzodinma is doing, with what this guy is doing in Anambra State, the ECN will be overwhelmed. Our people will be overwhelmed. They will be overwhelmed with what even plus the one Miyetti Allah themselves are doing. We should start, giving these people or giving them teaching or speaking to them in the language they will understand. Or else this thing will escalate. Look at what happened in Ohafia. 15 boys. Army went and carried them, took them to a barracks and burned them alive. The governor could not say a word. The local government chairman in that area could not say a word. The House of Representatives in that area, even the both National Assembly and the State House of Assembly, none of them have made any statement. They pick your boys in their house and took them to barracks and bugged them alive. If we should keep quiet, before December, the whole boys in Igbo land will finish. The earlier will stand up and do something, the better. The earlier will start something and start doing something, especially with all this, because they are now the problem. If you watch that guy that had arrangement with Miyetti Allah in Enugu State, if you look closely, that man will be a one word order connected to all these politicians, and they gave him money to go and sign this agreement. Our problem is the politicians, not even the Miyetti Allah. Because if that head of whoever called himself did not sign this agreement, the Miyetti Allah will not come. It's the politicians is our problem, and it's the earlier we start tackling them, the better for us. If we leave them, they will expand more. 2023 is coming. Maybe they've promised Joseph Carlo that he's going to be the vice president, knowing fully well that Tinubu will die. The outside guy will become the president, and they make him vice president. That's why he want to go and kill all his people. As Dave Umahi killed, they promised him president. After killing, they didn't give him. They want to start with Joseph Carlo. May God have mercy on us. Please, my brethren, the earlier we wake up, the better for us. May especially with the politicians. Let them be our first target for now. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let me bring something to the screen.
This is too complicated.
Stop dieting. Seriously, don't bother dieting again. Ever. Because you don't need to. If you really want to.
It is to cry or to laugh or to do. I don't even know what to do because of what is happening and what our people are doing. It's very, very terrible. What Aparawa is saying about Ojo Zokalo is true. Because her mother, whenever you want to be even a chairman, you will come to her house. They will give you melon. From build one, you'll be doing it. You will build all of them. In fact, even their co women, they will come there and serve her as a in short, the woman, they're just treating her like a queen. So the woman is backing on Jus Okalo. That is what Jus Okalo is doing, all those things he's doing. In fact, it is high time for Biafrans to show them that Biafrans want to defend themselves. All these politicians, they are our problem, and we are keeping quiet for them. Our men should go after them now. Be you senator, be you governor, be you who, chairman, whoever you are, in that is sabotaging this struggle. It is time for us to go after them, not leaving them like that. While we are leaving them, they are not doing whatever they like. This thing that is happening now in Enugu State now, just look at it. Tomorrow, the Miyetti Allah will say that they will say that they have been living there millions of years. They have been there. They will clear that place, and immediately they capture that place, they have already entered Enugu, the whole Enugu. They have captured. When they captured them, Abakaliki, in fact, the whole of that side, they have already got everything. I don't know what they are waiting for. They are doing all sorts of things. So in order to sabotage the struggle. Look at what Ojo Zokalo is saying. Look at what he's saying. Is it not better our people teach him lesson? Yeah? Teach one of these politicians lessons. Others will learn lesson from it. They will learn from it. Yeah? I don't know. In fact, I don't know. Eh? They are clamoring Obi. What did they think that Obi can do? Obi cannot do anything. Obi will, even though Obi is not even ready to rule. Eh? He's not even ready to rule. My brothers, please. Our men, they should rise up and do some certain things so that others will learn. So that The fear when they capture one and deal with one, fear will enter into them. Look at North. None of outside governors or what have gone to bring efforts and all the rest of them to capture their boys there. They don't do so Carlo. Stand, bragging. Hey, Jesus Christ. Bragging how he's going to kill his brothers and sisters in Igbo land. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Eh? In fact, my heart breathes. My heart breathes. I don't know where to start. I don't know what to say. But one day, the God of vengeance will rest upon them one day. That is what I have to say.
Thank you. Thank you for your contribution. If you are a leader of a community and then you are selling out that community to the Fulanis, it's better you start leaving Biafra land than for you to even stay. Because when it will start happening, you know, go fit continue.
I want every saboteur, both those with feeding bottle and those who presiding over Nkwobi, I want them to understand this very clearly. I want you to know the consequences of your treachery. I want Ohanese to understand the foolishness of their utterances. I want them to know the implications. You want to hand over our land to Janjaweed, the Fulani? Miyetti Allah. That is what all of you want to do. All of you criminals, all of you compromised idiots, all of you, some of you fathered by vandals during and after the war. I want some of you to understand that today, a Katsina community is under siege. Not one, not two, not three. Should I say communities in Katsina are under siege. And do you know why it's very, very interesting? It is interesting because Katsina is Hausa territory. There were no Fulanis in the geopolitical space that the British named Nigeria, until the Hausas allowed them to come in. The same way today in our land, there are no indigenous or traditional Fulani communities. But in Ebonyi State, Umahi is giving them land. They think we don't know all these things. In Abia State, Ojos Okalo gave them law Upu. And now Okezi Azu is giving them Okwa. And I have all the videos. And as time goes on, I'll publish all of them. I want people to understand and reason. The essence of the lectures that we deliver here every day is for a black man to be able to reason properly. Because our problem is never white people. Nature was designed in such a way that the strong will always take advantage of the weak. That is how life is. That is why a lion can chase a leopard away, or chase a cheetah away, or chase, capture, and kill a zebra. And to understand this very evening, we are facing a very formidable array of enemies, both external and within. And we are going to overcome each and every one of these obstacles. That I can assure you, that they may know that the God we worship is an invisible God, not a God that was wrought by the hands of men. For we do not worship idol, and we can never ever worship idol. Is impossible. This very family, this IPOB, belongs to the Most High. And that is how it's going to be until Biafra comes and beyond to eternity. This evening, I want to place it on record that our enemies are intensifying their attack against us from every corner. I am not saying this as lamentation or complaint. I am only trying to prepare our people for what is to come. You are being prepared for what is to come. The time has come to separate the chaff from the wheat itself. Our march is very, very near. The enemies are trembling, they are quaking, they are doing all they can to try to stop us. But they have failed very woefully, and they will continue to fail. But I want to tell you that we are getting attacks from everywhere all over the world. And very soon, they will buy over some of you. They will buy some of you over. The spirit of Oba Biasika and Ifajuna are still in some of you. When the time comes, they will buy you over. I am not doing this program tonight to ask all of you to be strong. I am doing it to remind you, not that if they succeed in buying you over, you're not going to stop what we're doing. You can't. You cannot. Not in a trillion years. But I need you to appreciate one very simple fact. That at the end of this very race, everybody will testify that indeed Chukwuka Abiyama, the same God of Israel, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the same God of Ehiri in Aguleri, the same God of Umweri, the same God of Ora-Eri, the same God of Owe-Eri, the same God of Arochukwu. Not to be known by the true God, one true God. You will know that indeed, not only is he omnipotent, but that same God is the owner of this very agitation. No human being can stop it. We have enemies, and we need to be very, very careful, both within and without. Very, very careful. The next 2 weeks will be very pivotal. Next 2 weeks will be very, very important in the life, or should I say, in this very mission that we have embarked upon. The devil will do everything. And you are going to watch spectacularly how we are going to destroy and shame the enemy. That at the end, every glory and adoration will belong to God and not to man. Now let us go and tell you what is happening that some of you do not understand. I want those of you who are hardcore, those who we are chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who from their mother's womb they were born to do this very work. You must be very, very strong. Because Biafra will open the eyes of black people all over the world. Because Biafra will mean that blacks from America, blacks from the Caribbean, from Southern America, they will all flood into Africa. It will be like the time that Yeshua was born. Biafra is like a light, a beacon. They will follow it. They will say, let us go and see what is happening there. That is what these no-colonialists do not want. They don't want Biafra to come. I am telling our people so they understand. The mountains, I didn't say one mountain, the mountains in front of us that we need to overcome. And for us to overcome it, we need to be very strong mentally, mental strength. Just like when you're doing anything in life, and it appears as if you are being buffeted from everywhere. That is the time that you no longer rely on willpower or your muscles. You go to your brain to endure and to persevere and to keep going until you overcome. That is the stage we are in right now. To make sure that our brain is in gear to confront everything the Janjaweed has to throw at us. We don't have money. Their budget is over $20 billion to fight us. They can bribe Facebook. They can buy them off. They can do anything they like. They can come to some of you and bribe you off. They can promise you what you've never had before. They can give you maybe a house in Dubai. They can promise you a vehicle. They can tell you, oh, we'll make you vice president. They can promise you anything to make sure that you're like them. But this very IPOB, this very hardcore is not going to move. And I will tell you why we can't move. And we are not going to stop. I want the world to understand me very clearly. We are not going to stop. It doesn't matter what it takes. It doesn't matter how many lives they extinguish. It doesn't matter the genocidal tendencies they bring with them into our land. We are not going to stop. Everybody listening, everybody watching, everybody remotely interested in justice and peace must understand this. Our destination is freedom, and that very place we're heading to is Biafra. And nobody, no soul on this earth can stop us. Instead of Biafra not to come, we all perish. I want our adversaries, our enemies to understand this very, very clearly. We are not going to retreat, not one iota, not 1 inch, because Biafra must come. Because the hatred have continued to this very day. As I'm speaking and addressing.
All right. The message is clear. We are not going to stop. They let them invade everywhere. We are not going to stop. MNK said in the other video, it is a time we need to use our mental toughness where we can face everything that comes. I'm not here to tell you on the line that this is going to happen or that is going to happen. But we have ESN on ground and they are going to do their work. The volunteers are going to do their work. So for you in your own community, all you have to do is to be vigilant, because we all have a collective responsibility to do. The efulefus that we have are the butt of the stooges that the Fulanis have used as their slave boys. Pay them off and give them everything that they can in order to sway them into selling off the lives of our people. But like MNK said, we are not going to stop.
And we are not going to stop. I want the world to understand me very clearly. We are not going to stop. It doesn't matter what it takes. It doesn't matter how many lives they extinguish. It doesn't matter the genocidal tendencies they bring with them into our land. We are not going to stop. Everybody listening, everybody watching, everybody remotely interested in justice and peace must understand this. Our destination is freedom, and that very place we're heading to is Biafra. And nobody, no soul on this earth can stop us. Instead of Biafra not to come, we all perish. I want our adversaries, our enemies to understand this very, very clearly. We are not going to retreat, not 1 iota, not 1 inch, because Biafra must come. Because the hatred have continued to this very day. As I'm
not 1 iota, not 1 inch. So we are not going back. Majo Konkwo, are you still there in the studio? Majo Konkwo, are you still there? Because we are almost drawing the curtain. We have been here for over 2 hours. And thank you to Biafrans that have been with us this far for your patience and understanding. If you have not shared the broadcast, please share it now. Hit the share button, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're watching from YouTube, hit the notification and enable it. Please also hit the like button so that the broadcast can get reached to other people who could not get the notification in time. Our ESN fundraising is coming up on the 27th, and the flyer should be around here. Let me get the flyer so that we remind everyone of our preparedness. When you see these killings, and massacre, it is aimed at one thing: checking your resolve, distorting your plans, and making sure that you are all disorganized. ESN has come to stay, and there is no amount of distraction whatsoever that can make us to go back on ESN. Because without ESN, our villages that we have today would have been worse than any other thing. The IDP camps that we have in the north would have so multiplied in Biafra land. Now, if you have rulers that are killing you, and they are the people that brings terrorists to come and kill you, You saw this man here bragging and telling you what he is going to do. That he is going to bring aircraft to come and bomb and kill our people. Tell me, if ESN was not even available, what would have happened? The likes of this man here would have even collected the contract of coming to kill biafralands just to please the Fulani masters. Because if he had the boldness of coming out to the media to tell the entire world that they are very bold and ready to bring terrorists to come and kill our people, that means our own story would have been different. The IDP camps that we would have had in our own land would have multiplied 100 times. Because if the army of the Nigerian government, the police, the Air Force, so much money has been invested in them, yet they are the ones in power, but they cannot protect the people from the terrorists in the north. IDP camps is scattered all over the north, and people are being slaughtered and killed in their sleeps. We are not seeing dead bodies so much as it is happening in the north. There is no day that a dead body is not butchered. There is no day that a dead body is not recorded in the north. So, thanks to ESN, because without ESN being in the bushes, before you see this man, Ojus Okalu comes out to tell you in public that they have been talking to the impostor in Aso Rock to give them to Kano to come and bomb you in the bushes and in your communities. That means they have tried everything they could to destroy ESN and they could not succeed. So coming now to give you this open video is an indication that more sabotage has been done behind the scene and they could not succeed. So they had to resolve into coming out to the plan so that you will now understand their next strategies. And like MNK said here, we are not going to stop. We are not going to be drifted by anything. It is only Biafra that is our final pronouncement. You talk to us from the beginning of the debate to the end, our last word is Biafra. When you give us Biafra, there will be peace. And when there is no Biafra, there will not be peace. Because we will use what we are doing, the messages that we are doing, to open your nyash and let the whole world know what is happening. At the end of the day, things will happen. Somebody said, Opus Odima knows about the kidnapped people and burn them in secret, just like Hopeless Odima did. Yeah, that is their plan. But the Biafran people are not backing down. So please remember this fundraising that is coming up on the 27th. Time is 7 p.m. Biafran time. No matter the distractions and everything that is happening, you don't have to forget that there is a mandate. Let me remind you something. Most of the killings and attacks that are happening is a way of checking your resolves. The terrorists have a grand plan to take over one Nigeria, but they need to use a torchlighting way of bombing and killing and checking how people will react. Afghanistan was taken over in a day. It was not taken over in years. Was it so difficult for America to hand over Afghanistan to the Taliban? Was it so hard for the president of Afghanistan to single-handedly hand over the country to the Taliban and then move away? Was it also hard for the president of Sri Lanka to abscond his country and then run to Maldives when the people of Sri Lanka engaged in a revolution protest that happened some weeks ago? These are thousands and many reasons why you see MNK behind bars, because he foresaw and understood and started telling everybody about everything that is happening. And for them not to come to be, he set up Eastern Security Network. Without Eastern Security Network, all Jews of Kalu here will not even come out to stand here to tell you about how he is going to bring the super to Kano. He would have collected the contract himself. So after they kidnapped MNK, for them to destroy ESN has not been possible. Now, they want to go another way. Because of 2023 election, they are telling you now that Buhari will surprise you in days. The Biafran people have gotten this message and they are waiting. So, I love to say a very big thank you to all of you that have been in the studio and listening and sharing. And also to say thank you for being part and parcel of this broadcast. We are not going to back down, and we must continue in what we are doing because we need the awareness campaign. If we stop what we are doing, they will kill us all. I'm telling you. If we stop what we are doing, our children will not have a place to call their home. If we stop what we are doing, our families will not have a place to go back to. If we stop what we are doing, we will not have a home tomorrow. If we stop what we are doing, our lands will be taken over by the Fulanis. And not even these stooges that you see here that are selling out the lands in disguise to the terrorists will be able to take it back. Because they all have money and they prefer that living abroad in another man's land for the rest of their lives is a better idea. But no, the Biafran people goes back to their roots. And taking refuge is well done in your home. When outside is hot, when there is war outside, where you run back to take refuge is your village and your family. So we will stop at nothing. We will make sure the legacy that MNK had created will continue. Support Simon Ekpa, support ESN, support Umuada, support the media team, support Biafran government in exile, support everyone that is doing something and putting something on the table for us to move forward. MNK's admonishment from the last visit from Barrister Ejiofor said, I admonish everyone to support whoever is piloting the affairs and moving us forward to have a greater output. Output, that is what he quoted. So give your support to ESN. Give your support to Simon Ekpa. Give your support to Umuada. Give your support to Biafran government in exile. Individually, we cannot achieve anything, but together we stand and then we can break bounds. For us to work on these efulefus that you see on the screens here, we need formidable forces that are ready to work together and to push us forward. From me, from here, I will say, Ndewo Chineke. Thank you all for being part and parcel of this broadcast. Thank you for being there for the Biafran people. We cherish you all and we love you all from here. Ndewo.
You don't know what it means. Most of us do not understand what it means to be a Biafran. You have not seen anything yet. I was kidnapped. I was beaten. I was spat at. My clothes were ripped from my body. Women urinated and poured it on me because of Biafra, so that they may humiliate me to such a point that I will not talk about Biafra anymore. They videoed me. Masop has a video of me where they were beating me, dragging me on the floor, tearing my clothes because I spoke the truth. That did not stop me from talking about Biafra. It did not stop me from taking Radio Biafra to Enugu. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Nnewi. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Onitsha, from Owerri, from Aba, from Port Harcourt. I am resolute. I don't retreat. Never. Nigeria has put me in detention before. Solitary confinement. It did not stop me from preaching Biafra. How about an imbecile somewhere talking? How can that affect me? If those that kidnapped me and nearly killed me did not stop me from doing Biafra, how about an imbecile hiding somewhere? People must know who I am. I am destructively stubborn. You see, Biafra is going to come. You don't know what it means. Most of us do not understand what it means to be a Biafra. You don't know what it means. Most of us do not understand what it means to be a Biafran. You have not seen anything yet. I was kidnapped. I was beaten. I was spat at. My clothes were ripped from my body. Women urinated and poured it on me because of Biafra, so that they may humiliate me to such a point that I will not talk about Biafra anymore. They videoed me. Masop has a video of me where they were beating me, dragging me on the floor, tearing my clothes because I spoke the truth. That did not stop me from talking about Biafra. It did not stop me from taking Radio Biafra to Enugu. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Newi. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Onitsha, from Owerri, from Aba, from Port Harcourt. I am resolute. I don't retreat. Never. Nigeria has put me in detention before. Solitary confinement. It did not stop me from preaching Biafra. How about an imbecile somewhere talking? How can that affect me? If those that kidnapped me and nearly killed me did not stop me from being Biafra, how about an imbecile hiding somewhere? People must know who I am. I am destructively stubborn. You see, Biafra is going to come. You don't know what it means. Most of us do not understand what it means to be a Biafra.
IPOB one family. Biafrans all over the world. If we want safety and security for our people, then let's continue to support Eastern Security Network. All donations are welcome. No contribution is too small or too large. Do your part, knowing that freedom is in our hands and together we must all rise to the occasion. Go to our website to make your contribution, www.ipobjinusa.org/donate. And remember that freedom is not free, but together we restore it, farm by farm, forest by forest, house by house, and street by street.